Good afternoon and welcome to day number 151. My name is Mary and today's story called Jonah's Orders. Although Syria was losing its power, another nation was rising to power. Assyria, on the eastern side of the Tigris River. Its capital was Nineveh, a great city so large that it would take 3 days for a man to walk around its wall. The Assyrians were beginning to conquer all the lands near them, and Israel was in danger of falling under their power. At this time, another prophet named Jonah, was giving the word of the Lord to the Israelites. The Lord spoke to Jonah, saying, "Go to Nineveh, that great city, and preach to it, for its wickedness rises up before me." But Jonah did not want to preach to the people of Nineveh because they were the enemies of his land, the land of Israel. He wanted Nineveh to die in its sins, not turn to God and live. So Jonah tried to go away from the city where God had sent him. He went down to Joppa on the shore of the Great Sea. There he found a ship about to sail to Tarshish, far away in the west. He paid the fare and went on board, intending to go as far as possible from Nineveh. But the Lord saw Jonah on the ship, and the Lord sent a great storm on the sea, so the ship was in danger of sinking. The sailors threw everything on the ship overboard, and when they could do no more, every man prayed to his God to save the ship and themselves. Jonah was now lying fast asleep under the deck of the ship. And the ship's captain came to him and said, "What do you mean by sleeping at such a time as this? Awake, get up, and call to your God. Perhaps your God will hear you and save our lives." But the storm continued to rage around the ship, and they said, "There is some man on this ship who has brought us this trouble. Let's cast lots and find who it is." And that was the word of the Lord. Thank you again for being with me while I'm reading the word of the Lord. In Jesus' name. Now we come to our discussion questions. What did God tell Jonah? Why didn't Jonah obey? Question number 1 has 2 parts. The first part, what did God tell Jonah? And the second part, why didn't Jonah obey? Number 2, why did the ship Jonah was on run into a storm? Why did the ship Jonah was on run into a storm? Number 3 and last, what does it mean to cast lots? What does it mean to cast lots? Thank you again for being with me in another fun day and great story. May God bless us all till we meet again. Thank you for being there. Bye bye now.